you beautiful, awesome people, and welcome to the finale of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution Marathon. No, not the finale of the series. We've got a long way to go to get to that, believe me. But it is the final day of the marathon for this series. So we were doing that in the celebration of the international release for this game on the Nintendo Switch. And yes, I do have the physical copy of this game. Yes, I do have the promo cards. Good start to the episode so far. For the game that came out, they were all Cyverse cards. Pretty cool looking artwork. As I said in the previous episode at the very end, I kind of admire Yu-Gi-Oh's cards artworks more than the card effects themselves. The card effects kind of just went over my head because I've never encountered Cyverse before because I think they came in when Link cards became a thing. I think maybe not. If not, then that really just shows my knowledge on Cyverse cards. And yeah, I just have no knowledge on them whatsoever. So this is like my first encounter with them. Apparently they're pretty good cards when it comes to Cyverse decks from what people are telling me. So that's pretty cool. So, yeah, I know some people are quite sad to hear that this is the last of the daily uploads or the consistent uploads for this series. I've had a lot of people say, since I did mention the fact that I could consider a twice a week upload for this series instead of the once per week. As I said, I would consider it if my schedule would allow it, but the way that I've been traveling so far with this series in regards to being consistently burnt out, I don't know if people picked that up yesterday, but I am burnt out to the max, to the point of I can't think properly now with this game. I'm making consistent mistakes and not even realizing it. And just making very basic and simple mistakes too. Like, that's just me being mentally burnt out on this game. And I'm going to be quite honest too, in regards to this marathon, I'm actually going to go into the game and do some card openings just to kind of weave into a couple of things too, because we are moving on to the GX openings, and I was tossing up between Bastion and Alexis openings. Because I do need cards desperately from these two. Chaz, I do need some cards as well. But I think I might do Bastion's cards first and then do Alexis, because there's a couple of Solemn cards do need from there. Jeez, you can hear my brain's turned off completely. That's how mentally exhausted I am, because I've already done some grinding today to get some jewel points back. And, oh yeah, I was already in the card shop, but the OG packs are fully done. I had to spend about 160,000 jewel points to completely finish Bakura's. But anyways, I'm going to do some card openings while I just talk about the marathon in general. But I'm going to say this, I'm actually really surprised. This pack has 5-headed dragon? Are you serious? Oh my lord! You mean I get to use 5-headed dragon now? I can use Dragon Mirror on that. I have to figure out a way of making a deck around that. That is so cool. I can't believe the first pack I open it, that's what I get. And it's like, oh! I owned a fake of this card. It's called 5 God Dragon. It was hilarious. It was like FGD or something like that. And I didn't realize, I thought, after I learned the card was a fake, I was like, oh, this has to be a fake monster. Then I watched the anime. Turns out it wasn't a fake card. It actually is a legitimate card. Ah, that's so cool. Anyways, what was I saying? I'm actually legitimately surprised I actually got as far as I did and actually did the estimated amount of episodes for this marathon. After I came back from Singapore, because before I went to Singapore for the week, well, nearly a week, I tried to cover myself for the time in Singapore, so I had to do 2 or 3 episodes a day recorded to try and get to that point. And even while I was in Singapore, it kind of was on the back of my mind. I've kind of got to grind and do a little bit of work on that while I'm on holiday. You know, when you go on holiday, it's kind of, you turn off during that time. But since I've come back from Singapore, I end up falling ill for a week, extremely ill. And the episode where I nearly lost my voice, that had nothing to do with the illness. That was actually me straining my voice box. So that became an extra problem as well. Not only that too, during that time, I was actually dealing with some personal issues, and which was caused mainly by the fact that one of my relatives, one of my grandmothers, was put into hospital and dealt some pretty nasty stuff during that time. So I was also buckling down thinking, I'm gonna get the phone call anytime soon now that with some bad news, so I thought, oh no, when that happens I'm gonna have to like completely end the marathon. Luckily that didn't happen, thank God, but there was a little bit of mental strain behind there, which caused a little bit of mental issues on my own part with some mental pressures and stress. It was like, so that was one of the reasons why I had to take a day off. That and the fact that I was burnt out in the game, because by that point I was consistently like playing this game. Like I was doing 5 to 8 hours a day playing this game. Not only that too, I've got to do my own like work, because as I've mentioned too, YouTube's not my full-time job. I've got another part-time or sometimes full-time depending on like the workload, which is graphic design for a LED light business locally. So that's actually what my job is. So I was doing this instead of like relaxing. So to know that this is my final episode that I kind of have to consistently grind for is actually a big sigh of relief for me personally. I actually genuinely cannot wait to finish this episode, edit it, because I know for a fact there's probably going to be some desync issues. Fingers crossed there's not. I hope I fix that this time around, which has actually been another issue I've been plagued with during this marathon. And just turn off for 2 days, like just not think about videos for 2 days. That's kind of what my plan is. I need to relax. So yeah, as I said, I do apologize for the previous episode, but I'm near blank and exhausted mentally and physically just from this marathon. But also, having said that too, I do have to give a huge thank you and a huge shout out and appreciation to everyone for supporting this marathon and supporting this series. It was kind of like the first big step that this channel has done from kind of moving away from the original content that this channel was doing, which was originally focusing on Pokemon. I've only recently become quite burnt out on that. Actually, I've been burnt out on Pokemon for quite a long time, I'm gonna just say that, but gotten to a point where I could not stand doing Pokemon content anymore, so to now know I can do content outside of Pokemon and still get the support is extremely, you know, it's kind of a load off my back as well, which is great, which means I can branch out more, and it means too I can get a lot more creative with what I can do, which means if I'm not as stressed, it means I can enjoy things a lot better too. So because this series has been giving me a little bit of stress in regards to the fact it's been burning me out because I've been grinding so much, it has become a little bit tedious to do, but knowing the fact it's now going back to once a week, which means I can kind of spread out the grind sessions, I'll probably end up becoming to liking and loving this series again, so it's probably for the better it does go back to once a week. But as I said, I still have to give my huge thanks for everyone who did support this series, and also kind of get past the fact that, yeah, I'm definitely not the greatest Yu-Gi-Oh player. I'm the biggest, probably, scrub when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh! And a lot of people actually don't mind that and actually find that it gives a bit of life to the series because, you know, I'm not out there using meta decks. You know, I could probably look at a vampire deck and be like, oh, that looks so fun to play. This probably looks so good. I'm going to use it. And then everyone will be like, oh, the vampire is so bad. And then me saying, I want to use a reptile deck. And then people are like, oh, but that deck is so shoddy. It's so bad. Why would you want to use that? Why can't you use just a meta deck? Some people kind of like that, like the different approach to Yu-Gi-Oh. So I don't think there was anything else I wanted to mention before I got into the episode. I kind of just wanted to take a little bit of a moment to breathe and reflect on the marathon and just say some of the struggles that I've had behind the scenes that I haven't really talked about. There definitely was plenty of them. As I said, I was sick when I got back from Singapore, quite badly sick. I had stomach virus. And then I ended up getting, like, I thought I was over it, then ended up getting sick, and then I also strained my voice box as well from the constant having to record videos. I mean, some people thought I was going to pass out at the end of the episode. It was just so bad. And I think I've even said in a couple of other episodes past that one that I feel like my voice box is going to die again. Nope, that wasn't anything to do with my sickness. That was just me straining my voice box. So I was dealing with like 2 different health issues during this marathon. As I said, besides like burnout, personal stress, mentally and physically as well. I got Spirit Reaper. That's a good card too. I quite like that card. Bastion has a pretty interesting pack opening. And you know what? While I've been blabbing on, I have not kind of been paying attention to what I've been pulling. I've noticed there was a few cards that I pulled that were quite cool. card events! Oh, I actually needed that card. Look at the top 5 cards from the top of your deck, then place them on top of your deck in any order. You contribute summon 1 monster in addition to normal summon set this turn. I actually needed that for the deck I was going to show off in this episode. How cool is that? So I don't particularly want to throw it in the deck now because I was kind of built the deck around how I felt comfortable with that particular deck. Also, the fact I'm getting vampire cards is awesome too, which means I can potentially build a vampire deck at the end of this. Yes! But I think that's going to be enough card openings for now. Let's actually get into some action. I'm going to start off with a Duelist challenge because I did make a deck out of Bakura's cards. It's terrible. And as I said, I had to modify it in a way that it kind of suited my noobish playstyle. So it's probably not going to work as efficiently as it should. That and the fact I'm missing so many cards to kind of make it work too. So the deck is called Ra's Rai, so that should kind of give away what the deck is. And I think I mentioned it too during Bakura's pack openings that I wanted to kind of make a deck around that'll tunes. I went with Ra because I was like, I originally wanted to do Ra's deck on my casual playthrough as well. I ended up opening Bakura's pack, but then realized, oh, this is kind of bad. Alright, so I drew Aroma Jar, which is great. I got Draining Shield, 2 cards needed for the strategy. Marshmallow, which is just kind of there to stick around for tribute. Pot of Greed for draw power, and Swords of Really Light just to kind of stall out a little bit. Got 2 Marshmallows, that's not too bad. Activate Pot of Greed, because why not? Still don't know what to do that. I still don't know what the card does, but we'll just deal with that later. First off though, I think what we'll do is... should I just go... Actually, I'm just going to set this and kind of get the strategy going. I'm probably just going to play down Draining Shield just in case he wants to play some shenanigans. And then just go from there. So, as I said, this deck probably doesn't work as efficiently as it should. But, as I said, I'm kind of working around with what I can work with personally for my own trunk. Okay, he's going to go for the 1900. That's fine with me. Give me my 1900 life points. And then he's not going to attack with the other card. Interesting. Oh, it is a Synchro, though. Synchro for Cosmic Fortress Golga. That's a funky-looking alien, and I like it. So this, once per turn, you can select any number of face-up or trap cards, return, and distribute new A counters among monster A counters. Is that like a alien mechanic? Oh, that's kind of nasty. I need to get rid of that. Because it can remove cards. I will throw that down. And I'll set that. And end phase. I don't want him removing that card though. I kind of want to destroy it. Alright, 6 alien Hypno. So there's an alien version of Hypno. Yeah, why not? We'll Mirror Force. No offering to the snake deity? Are you serious? Why is that in this deck? That's bad. He actually got rid of my Aroma Jar. No life points for me. I did draw another one, so that's cool. I mean, I could have gone Ra's Disciple and just attack directly, but there is still that last card I'm not too sure of. Why is that on this deck? I didn't expect Offering to the Snake Deity to be in this deck at all. I mean, they are reptiles, but I guess it does kind of work. So I did flip up my Aroma Jar, so thank you for that. Now the strategy kicks in. This thing is quite powerful. It can't be destroyed while it's face up. And not only that too, or sorry, if it flipped up, this card cannot be destroyed. And while it's faced up on the field, I gain 500 life points every time someone ends their phase. Which means when it goes between my turn and their turn, I gain 1,000 life points in that process. So it's quite powerful. So when I do finally draw the card I'm looking for, which sometimes just doesn't happen, I end up with quite a lot of life points. I end up posting on Twitter too that I had a Winged Dragon of Ra with 40,000 attack points. That's how nasty that it was, because I just A, couldn't draw Winged Dragon of Ra, even with 2 copies in the deck, and Sphere Mode in this deck as well. Exceed to King of Feral Imps. Exceed is quite nasty. Okay, that one just adds reptiles. Alien Overlord, that looks like something out of Warcraft, not Warcraft, Warhammer. I had the first part right, but the second part of the word was incorrect. 3 cards back row. I kind of feel I actually removed my back row removal out of this deck because I'm an idiot. We'll do Magical Mallet and just do a mulligan on my hand and see if I get anything out of that. I did get Sphere Mode and I did get Marsh Macron. And I got Ra's Disciple, but I didn't get the card I actually wanted. We could, I guess, do this again. Because it is also a -1, which is good for me. Because it means I can go through my cards a little quicker. And I'll leave that in my hand. Hey, there we go. And I got Mound of the Bound Creator. And if I really wanted to, I can even Raigeki him. Unfortunately though, I didn't actually get a card. I'm actually going to Raigeki and get rid of that card. Because he can just keep drawing reptile cards, which is kind of nasty. So now I just need a monster. Let's hope the deck actually plays nice, because I've had some times where it's just, I don't get a monster for another couple of turns. I've yet to see an A counter either. I got Graceful Charity, so this could backfire. Oh, it actually isn't going to backfire. What if I should get rid of Sphere Mode? And keep Mirror Force, because if something goes wrong, I'm going to have to keep something back. Got 1 Day of Peace. Monster, please? Hey, you got a monster. Alright, end phase. So I wonder if that means now that this is down, another one of them. Right, Alien Kid. Right, can't bust through that card either, which is why it's in my deck. So if I can actually get through it with an attack, I should win. Then summon Winged Dragon of Ra. Activate the effect. For 13, how would you say that? 13,300 attack. And then I'll just play that down in case something goes awry. Which I think it shouldn't. Boom. That's quite a lot of damage. If I do say so myself. The deck, as I said, it's not very fast. And yes, I've already grinded off of Amul as well. Alright, let's continue on. I'll keep using the Ra deck and kind of just show how shoddy it is. That card events, I think, was like one card I did see get mentioned that I could potentially use. Because it does allow me to see the top 5 cards in my deck and rearrange it so one card's on top. Which means that I can use... is it the true name? Because like, you use it and then you... wow, I can't even explain it. I've just derped. You like choose a card, and if it is the card that's on that you draw next, you get to put it into your hand and also pick a divine monster from your deck at the same time. I don't think you special summon it. I think you just put it into your hand. Also, that I got Sphere Mode too. Kind of the wrong one. I need him to have 3 cards on the field though. What should I do? Should I put Ra's Disciple on the field or not? I kind of like doing that when I've got Winged Dragon of Ra in my actual hand, but at the moment I don't. I'm going to put Marsh Macron on the field. I quite like this card because its effect actually allows it to get cards from the graveyard. So you can keep recycling cards from your graveyard, which is really cool. Oh no, that's bad. I think I need to get rid of that now because it actually destroys my card. No, I don't think it's by battle, I actually think it's by card effect, which doesn't work with my card. I'm just going to get rid of it. Ayers Rock Sunrise, so he's going to bring the card back in defense. Alright, so 17. Oh, nothing in my thing actually gets rid of it. Oh, here we go. So he doesn't summon anything else. I can technically get around it. I kind of wish now I didn't use my Mirror Force. Alright, send... Put 2 of them onto the field. 3. That gives me 3, so... I can negate 1 attack at least. Right, end phase. Alright, what's Chumley gonna respond with? Right, Tree Otter. Yikes. I'm gonna have to definitely negate that attack. No, I'm not gonna do it on that one. But I will do it on that one and get 2,500 out of that one. So if there's nothing there to respond with Ra, I should be able to get through and actually win this. If not, then there's a Sphere mode as backup. Though I'm gonna have to take a couple of... Actually, I would lose it at that point, I think, so I'm only gonna have 100 life points. No, that's a win. That's an OTKO. Well, I wish I could say it was an OTKO, but it was like, what, how many turns in? So yeah, that worked. That was quite a good showing of that deck. It's like you summon out Ra's Disciple and have something there to kind of make it they can't attack, and then you just go and decimate at that point. And this deck can kind of go first or second. I haven't really worked out which one kind of suits the deck better. Oh, that's alright. It's a decent hand, at least, for an opening. And I can even mulligan if I really want to, too. I got Sphere mode. So I can put that down. Crowler, how quick could you put monsters on the field? Problem is though, a lot of the ancient gears bypass trap cards. That's the only problem. I got Raigeki, that's right, that's a nice backup. Alright, let's see how Crowler responds. Prisma. Oh, what? Oh, okay, yeah, no, it's still an ancient gear deck. I was like, hold on, we're not dealing with ancient gears, are we? Actually, no, I could always let you go through with that, or I can just get 1,700 out of that. Or should I wait? Actually, I should probably activate it now, because as I said, it's a bit of a worry, because some ancient gears bypass traps. And then next turn, deal 1,000. So 2 back row, 3 back row. Galanduro. Alright, gonna sec Marsh Macron. End phase. Alright, Ancient Gear Knight. It's a Gemini card. That's cool. That's destroyed. The effect goes off. And then select both of them. Defense. And defense. As long as that doesn't have piercing as its normal, as its Gemini effect. I can only use that once per turn, that's fine. Graceful Charity. I mean, I almost have a sphere mode at this point too. I got 2 Raigekis. I need to get rid of 2 cards. Might get rid of Gallon Duo and a Raigeki. I don't feel that's gonna bite me in the bum. And then go Upstart. And then another Upstart. 1 Day of Peace. Another Upstart. This is a lot of drawing. And I got Winged Dragon of Ra. Neat. Alright, well, if a Marshmallow or either one of these get flipped up, Crowler won't take any life point damage, but that's fine. I also understand too that Upstart Golem kind of like bypasses the whole point of the Ra deck. But I kind of did, as I said, just a bit of draw power because I kind of felt the deck was very slow without a lot of cards I just don't have access to. Oh, bugger. Just hoping that wouldn't happen. I was like, oh, maybe he'll keep a card around long enough for me to, like, you know, sphere mode it. No, I should have put Mirror Force down. Though this might just only be getting Ancient Gears. Though there technically is... Never mind, there is 3 cards down on the field now. Make that deal be quite... Nope, I still have 1 slot left. I was like, hold on, do I have a slot left to do sphere mode? But he's giving me 3 cards to sacrifice. I mean, unfortunately, that's all my Marsh Macarons. Alright. First things first though, we'll place that down. And then we'll summon. And yep, sphere mode actually tributes the opponent's monsters, which makes this card really good. And that gets summoned with 0. Ah, you got rid of my Mirror Force. That's fine. That's not fine. What's that do? Oh, it's a Gemini. No, it's not. It goes off gadgets. Interesting. That actually uses those gadget cards. I'm kind of glad he didn't actually attack them, because then that deals damage, and then I can use that to special summon out Winged Dragon of Ra. So maybe I should just end my phase at this point. And then see what I get from Graceful Charity the next turn. Another Call of the Haunted. Going for the Exceed monster. Well, it won't have any materials, so even if it did have some way of destroying, well, even if I had Mirror Force, it wasn't... Oh! This better not come out with piercing damage. Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem. Oh, damn, that's got some pierce. No, not my sphere! He got rid of my sphere mode! I was gonna use that! Well, there goes that plan. He actually carried a rank 10 Exceed monster. Oh, he still takes power bond damage. I actually didn't know that. I drew another Mirror Force, that's fine. Well, since you took off with my sphere mode, you can have a Raigeki in the process. That's not fair. I was meant to use that sphere mode to special summon Ra. I was so excited. I'm like, this is the first time I get to do this, and you turn around and do that to me. Not fair. They will give me 3. Then again, I can always do another 1,000 with Marshmallow. I'm legitimately crying on the inside at the moment. I can't believe that he used Sphere Mode as a tribute for a rank 10. Ah. I would never have thought in a million years this deck was running a rank 10 monster. Unbelievable. I legitimately got countered with rank 10. Have another 1,000 while you're at it. Damn it. Still have not got a chance to pull off Sphere Mode on someone. Well, I would have put down Aroma Jar, but this kind of calls instead. Now I just gotta hope that there's like that back row or that face down card doesn't counter me. Nope, that's a win. I would have loved to have pulled off Sphere Mode and been like, yep, that's Sphere Mode for you. I got to show the first half of Sphere Mode, but I didn't get to show the second half of it. Very sad. And Kagamaru is the last Duelist challenge, so he was using Striker the Ninja, which I was very surprised. I'm going to admit, I'm a little bit disappointed he didn't use like a more professional Sacred Beast deck, because I would have loved to have seen that, but no, he went for Ninja. But in that process though, I did get a Blackwing card, so I am one step closer to a Blackwing deck, which is, as I've mentioned in this series, Blackwing is another archetype that I quite like. Although the only thing that does kind of make it, you know, not as unique in regards to my playstyle is it's kind of meta. That's the only downside. It's kind of meta. I mean, it's not a bad thing. I got to eventually like a meta deck, but I didn't like them because they were meta. I quite like crows. That's why. Ah, damn it. MST straight off the bat. And a Raigeki. That was a terrible turn. I lost my Aroma Jar, I lost my Mirror Force, and I'm gonna pack a 1,700 damage. Oh, he didn't attack. Interesting. Well, I do have another Aroma Jar at least. I'm gonna just go -1 off my hand. Keep one Marsh Macron back. Right, play Mound with a Bound Creator. Put another one of them down. That didn't get rid of... You can banish 2 Dark Monsters from your graveyard, banish this face-up card until... Oh, okay. So it's kind of like a Stardust effect, except you gotta banish 2 Dark Monsters to do the Stardust effect. Right, Upstart Golden Ninja. Now where's Sphere Mode when I need it? Not in my hand. Oh, Exceed, never mind. There is a Mirror Force down if I have to desperately protect myself. Blade Armor Ninja. That was one of the drops, I know that. It can make a second battle attack, that's fine, because it's only gonna smack into Aroma Jar. No. Because I can still get a Sphere Mode, he just needs one more monster down. But thanks for the life points anyways. Much appreciated. Draining Shield. We'll throw that down and we'll also throw... I didn't mean to say set. I was meant to go set, not summoned. My finger twitched at the exact same time. I knew that was going to happen because I've had problems with my fingers all night. It was happening while I was cooking dinner too. I actually nearly sliced my finger off tonight with a knife because of it. If I strain my fingers too much, I've got really crooked fingers, and every now and again I'll go twitchy with them because for some odd reason I actually legitimately need to go see a doctor about these fingers. But it just happened. I had a huge twitch in my hand, and it feels like a cramp at the same time too. I actually probably should have used Draining Shield. I was a little bit distracted there. 1 One day I'll see a doctor about that, see if it, because I definitely know it's not normal. It feels like arthritis in a way. It's painful at the same time too. I've got crooked, like my fingers are far from straight because they start off straight and then the fingers like turn into the center. If that makes sense, if you can visualize that. That's my fingers. And as I said, if I move them too much or have them in a certain like gripping position for too long, it gets extremely painful to the point where I start cramping in my fingers, and it actually just happened then from hopefully not gripping a controller. I'm hoping it's just the fact I've been gripping a knife all day cooking. Because I wanted to relax tonight and play video games, so if that's happening I can't do that. It's annoying. MST, no, my draining shield! Everything's going wrong today. I'm getting cramps in my fingers. I'm getting my traps destroyed, and now all my marsh macrons are going to get destroyed because there's like 3 monsters that can attack, and I've got to put 2 down in defense, and there's like 2 attacks remaining. And if anything with piercing damage, I'm going to get hit, but that's fine because I'll get my damage back that I've lost from Aroma Jar. But still, that kind of means I don't get Marsh Macron's effect. Oh, and an Exceed summon. Sphere mode, if you want to come out this turn, that'd be great, because I'd love to demonstrate that. I doubt this dude would have a rank 10 Exceed monster. Hey, Heroic Champion Excalibur. Where have I heard that name? Wait, he used his Exceed materials to go up to 4,000, is that... Lol, why would you do that? I would put down Ra's Disciple, but I've got no way of backing it up to protect it. Right, well, basically now we're at a standpoint unless he's got Raigeki. Hey, Blackwing Zephyros the Elite. Well, now we're at a bit of a standpoint until I actually draw something that I can use. Oh, that's a good start, because I can get rid of Bound of the Bound Creator, if I have to. And I got a sword, so that's good. I'll have to get rid of Gallon Duo, though. That's not bad. The only thing I'm missing, though, is a... No, I didn't want to do that. Wait, why can't I only summon you? What's stopping me from summoning in set? I don't remember doing... That's stopping me. I need to get rid of that. Yikes, I can't set cards. I have to actually summon them. That's bad. Well, we can't really do anything. I mean, I can summon out Ra's Disciple, go Swords of Revealing Light, and then hope that I get Winged Dragon or Ra in that amount of turns. That's legitimately annoying. So that's a level 7 card. That's not too bad. Its effect's quite good, because if your opponent relies on set cards, which at the moment I am, I've got 1 Day of Peace. I could get something out of this, which I kind of do, but it will... Well, I'm not going to get Sphere Mode anyway, so I may as well just go for Raigeki. Or I can go Save Zone instead. That kind of got rid of my plan. I still can't set. Wait, what? I can't even play down traps? Oh, because when you got... Oh, yeah, because they're technically sets too. Oh, that legitimately puts me off from putting down trap cards too. Okay, that's quite nasty. That stops me from not only playing defense, but it also stops me from playing traps. Dude, that's nasty. And it can... Oh, okay, it can be also special summoned by banishing... Well, that gets rid of that card. I can now set trap cards. Mecha... Oh, this thing's annoying because it can destroy cards. Mecha Phantom Beast Dracosack. Well, here comes those tokens. And it can't be destroyed on the field while there is tokens too. And did he just take that off? Oh no. There goes my aroma jar. I'm gonna take some life point damage here. I'm gonna take 4,200 damage. And there's a ton of back row. Oh no, he didn't do anything. Well, I just got my Winged Dragon of Ra. Lay that down. Activate the effect. Special summon 2 of them and attack. Yes, I know there's no applicable cards. Why would you even say that? Alright, so... I think he can still use his effect. Like, just destroy... Yeah, he can. Special summon tokens. But he does get rid of an Exceed material, so both of those are gone. Oh no, sorry. He can't attack the same turn he actually uses that effect. I can... Oh yes, I can go sphere mode. Yes! I can get rid of those tokens. Wait, does that count as my normal summon then? Or does that... It does count as my normal summon. Oh, that's annoying. But it does get rid of that card. So if I get rid of that... No, wrong card! Oh well. It is an empty token, so that's cool. We'll put that down. I wouldn't have thought that would count as a normal summon since it's going to that side of the field, but I guess I am technically summoning it in a way, so... no, I've got a Draining Shield, so if he does want to attack me... And then I can special summon my other Ra. I think I sent my other Mound of the Bound Creator to the graveyard. Ugh, that's kind of annoying. I'll have to keep that in mind, that if that does get destroyed, I can search out a Divine Monster. Oh, by the way, I'll have my Winged Dragon over to my side. I got another sphere mode, that's hilarious. Although, I wonder if I should have tributed the sphere mode to special summon Ra. Then again, I think it's game over at this point, unless something goes terribly wrong at this point. Which if it does, I'm going to put down that. Which something will go terribly wrong. Oh! Yikes on our mics! I don't know why I went into main phase 2. I do have a Training Shield at least to back me up. That can happen. My protection's gone too. Alright, 4 back row. Right, my full protection's gone at this point. Graceful Charity. I wonder if I can actually turn this around. And get rid of that. I got rid of a Magical Mallet in hopes. I actually don't think I've won this. I've got 11 cards left, and I've only got 100 life points. Another Exceed. Pray to Dracos. Another Draco? Heroic Champ. Oh no, Excalibur. I mean, if he goes for 4,000... Actually, that's fine with me. I can Draining Shield that. Is that Mirror Force that wants me to activate? No, because I'm going to need a bit more than that. One Day of Peace. Let's activate that. kind of hoping I would get Aroma Jar. I'm pretty sure there's only one of them in my graveyard. Yeah, there is. There's only one Aroma Jar in my graveyard at this point. To activate Ra's effect, I get 4,000 attack. If I bide my time, I might be able to win this. I can't bide my time for too long though, so I've only got 9 cards left. Ah, another save zone. And because of 1 day of peace, he doesn't take any life point damage. Oh, I did get Raigeki. The problem is though, save zone. Nope, another one that's gonna stop it. Wait, what am I doing here? I get to look through it? Well, that's only gonna destroy 1 card, unfortunately. What can I do at this point? I guess I can activate that and then do my thing. I need to do something now, I think. Right, summon out Winged Dragon of Ra. Oh no! Hold on, that wasn't the effect I wanted to use. Oh, because it uses a different effect, doesn't it?
Because I did it through Sphere mode, it gives it 4,000.
I jumped the gun. I badly jumped the gun. That actually cost me the jewel, that mistake. Let's do that again. So I got to do Sphere mode, but then I derped. Because I'm so used to actually activating the effect to get attack off my life points. And I still would have had 4,000 either way, but I derped and completely forgot that Sphere mode automatically gives you 4,000 attack. I was like, oops. And then realised what I did wrong as soon as I hit the effect and then said destroy card. I was like, hold on, what? That's not the effect I wanted. So, I got the stuff at least with Aroma Jar. We can get that rolling. Alright, let's do this. Hopefully this time round things don't go as nasty. That's how not to play Sphere mode, by the way. That was a great example of, like, just not reading card effects or just derping and forgetting card effects. As I said, that was actually the first time I managed to pull off Sphere mode today, and I've done so many duels trying to test this deck and trying to get it to a point where it feels comfortable enough for me to play. Right, 2 back row, which is nasty at this point. 3 back row, so he's got plenty of saves. 4 back row. And guess what? All my Twin Twisters are in my side deck. This deck does run Twin Twister, but as I said, it's actually in my side deck at the moment while I was fiddling around with the deck. Alright, put that down. I mean, I could get him to pop... I could get him to pop Save Zone, but there is actually a legitimate way around that card with this deck, which is Sphere mode. Without me derping, of course, and forgetting when I do special summon Ra, I don't need to actually use its effect because it automatically gets given that 4,000. Oh no. No sets. My game's lagging up again. Should I? No, I've got Raigeki to get rid of the card. I'm gonna let him take 1,000. It's alright, I can just Raigeki them away. Right, another ninjutsu art of transformation? Or was that a completely different card? One Day of Peace. Right, let's just get rid of that card unless there is a save stone. Yep. Right, the only way I'm going to get rid of that card is with attributing it. Because that's the only way around it with this particular deck at this point in time without Twin Twister. Oh yeah, I can't set. I am in a lot of problems. If I can't set, that kind of like defeats the purpose of my deck at the same time. Ugh. Right, another Ninja Grandmaster. Ninjutsu Art of Super Transformation. MST. Draining Shield. Oh, yeah, 2 MSTs! Oh no! Not like I could have used Mirror Force. Alright, so what's that last card then? That has to be a Mirror Force. I did get Sphere Mode. Can you just put down one more card on the field? That'd be great, thanks. And then I can start sending cards again. Put one more card down. Just don't exceed after that. That'd be great, although you probably will exceed and bring out Excalibur. I'm expecting it, yeah. I was gonna say, I'm expecting an exceed after that. No, that's not what I've seen last time. Black Ship of Corn. What do you do? Ah, something's going to the graveyard. Oh, and it deals 1,000. That's not good. I wanted you to summon one more monster, that was it. I still can't do anything. I'm just gonna have to take an L there on my life points, I think. Though I can back it up with another Rover at least. At least there's no more Exceed monsters there, or Exceed materials. I'm gonna take a lot of life points here. Luckily I had a ton of them. I'm still confident though that last face down is Mirror Force. Get rid of that, get rid of that. And that. Save zone's gone, which means I can set. And there definitely wouldn't be any rank 10 in that deck. I am super confident of that. Right, send those two back to the deck. Right, Mirror Force down. I just need to hold out for one turn, that's it. And I can get my Winged Dragon. So I'm going to take... No, I don't want to do that. Maybe I should have put Winged Dragon in defense. Could I have done that? Put Winged Dragon in Sphere Mode in defense? Or is that up to the opponent? I don't think this has any effects, because I think I've used this once. Right, put that on my side of the field. Now set that. I'm going to read that again. When another card or effect is activated that targets exactly one card on the field and no other cards you can touch, now targets the new target. Oh, that's all. Not that bad. Alright, then activate that effect. Winged Dragon. Summon that, and it will have 4,000 attack. Don't go using that. Although, no, because that'll pop, I think. Although I could do that, just pop it, pay 1,000, because I've got that on the field too, and I've got a Mirror Force to back it up. Oh, flip! No, because he can just send it back at me. Of course! That was a dummy move, I should have just gone for an attack. I forgot that Ring Dragon's own effect can be used on it. I don't know why that's even a thing, by the way. Flip it up. Though I'm still confident, though, I would have been Mirror Forced. Oh, there's me. I draw that now. Alright, set that. And then I can get rid of that card. At least I'm getting my life points back in the process. So if I can't beat this deck with this deck, I'll use one of my other decks. As I say, it's not perfect, I definitely admit to that. It's far from perfect, if anything. But I will probably try and improve it. Try. It was kind of one of those, I wonder if I can kind of get it to work with my noobish skills. Nah, I still don't think I managed to achieve that. End phase at this point, I think. Now I'm kind of gonna draw my other Winged Dragon of Ra unless Mound of the Bound Creator gets destroyed, which it probably will. Right, special summon both my Marsh Macrons in defense. Oh, not this thing again! I just got rid of it. Now I can't set cards again. Winged Dragon of Ra, if you'd like to show your face again, that'd be great. I can't set that. I wonder if that means I can't put monsters in defense position. Alright, if that's the case, I'm just gonna do that. Excuse me, I've got the hiccups all of a sudden. Alright, let's just do that. As I said, I'm not confident I've actually got this. Because I still reckon that card is a Mirror Force. I could almost bet my life on it that's a Mirror Force. Right, well, Graceful Charity. Still kind of got a way of getting things out quickly, I guess. We'll speed this up. Because just in case, because I still technically have like a couple of turns left of swords. I can actually place in defense, alright. So, Winged Dragon of Ra, if you'd like to show yourself for the next couple of turns, that'd be great. We'll even feed you a couple of life points. Although, at the moment, he's losing in cards, but that can quickly change, because my deck has quite immense amount of draw power. I drew another Aroma Jar. Now, what are you gonna do? Nothing. Or I could just stall him at this point. I need Winged Dragon of Ra now. It's not what I want, but it can help. Sphere mode. That will get around that card. One Day of Peace. It's another swords, alright, we'll place that down and see what happens from there, I guess. Unfortunately, I'm losing in cards. Though he surely has to discard cards soon. Full back row, that's what makes me scared. Although I can pop this, maybe reveal a save zone. There's that Stardust effect. There was none. Ooh, interesting. Well, that's gone. So there was no save zone, that's good to know. Still confident though that that card's a Mirror Force. Well, if there wasn't a Mirror Force on the back row, there would definitely be now. Right, back to Excalibur. Alright, still can't do anything. As I said, I'm still losing in cards because I'm gonna have less cards than him. Mirror Force. I kind of wish there was a way of me like being able to kind of see if there was a Mirror Force in the back row. I kind of have an idea. Actually now I'm kind of mad because I kind of took out Phoenix mode. I had Phoenix mode in this deck because I think that had an extra effect if Winged Dragon was destroyed. Although, if Winged Dragon does come out, it's not going to get destroyed, is it? Because it's protected from Mirror Force, I'm pretty sure because of this. Cannot be targeted or destroyed by card effects. We will eventually draw a Winged Dragon or Ra, that's for sure. I'm having this problem again, I just can't draw a card. One day of peace, again. Having another day of peace. Gatlin Duo, that's not gonna help. Please don't tell me Winged Dragon's on the bottom of the deck. Actually, no. Oh no, he can't even do that because he's got full back row. If he could destroy my Mound of the Bound... I always screw that name up. If you could have destroyed that, that would have been great. Although I can do this. This will speed up the process of getting Ra. Yes, that's what I wanted. Alright, tribute them. And activate the effect. Should I battle or should I not? As I said, I'm super confident one of them is a Mirror Force. It wasn't Mirror Force! So I could have gone for that attack before, instead of activating the effect which destroyed my last Ra. So what was that other card? I guess I owe someone my life then, because I said I'd bet my life that was a Mirror Force. Well, turns out that prediction was wrong. I was so confident it was. It wasn't. Well, that was a long, drawn-out duel. Right, I guess we go opening up some more cards from Bastion. Rats! That duel went on for much longer than needed to be because I derped on, like, that one little clause of the card effect. It was like, oh, wait. Yeah, of course it can turn... Hey, I got Mighty Hyena! A hyena! Yay! And that's also good for milling the deck, too. Mookie, Mookie! That episode was nuts. Oh, you're kidding me. I just turned around and saw my program doing its thing again. I have not fixed it. I legitimately don't know what's causing these desyncs then. Cool, I've got Vampire Kingdom. Alright, BES Crystal Core. Kangaroo Champ. I said that I'm legitimately looking forward to using those vampire cards. They look so fun to use. Kaiser Colosseum. As I read a lot of these effects in my own time. Sabersaurus, Lost Guardian, Dark Deal. Right, we'll open up a few more cards. We opened up quite a few cards for this at the beginning. I've got another card advance, that's good. I'll definitely throw that in with the Ra deck. I kind of feel that might do something because, as I said, I can throw in another card which I can actually show that particular card because I think it's still in my side deck. And I might be able to put Twin Twister back into the deck because I kind of feel now the deck kind of needs back row protection. Well, protection from back row. It really does need that. Because Mirror Force is always a lingering thought. Oh wait, if it was Mirror Force, it would have been negated by my field spell. Most likely that would have been why. So I could have been correct and that was a Mirror Force, but because the field spell was down, I had protection. Because it protected me from card effects. Oh, did I have that down at the first time or did I not? I can't remember. As I said, I definitely have not been on my game, that's generally for sure. As I said, I'm generally looking forward to hitting the stop record button and just turning off my brain. It's gonna actually feel so good to turn my brain off for once. It's been on the entire marathon. Oh, there's a link card for vampires? Oh, hell yeah! Oh, sick! I get to use a link monster! I was actually thought Cyber Dragon would be the first time I use a link monster. Oh, hell to the yes! Sick! I get to use a link monster and everyone can applaud at that. Yay, I get to use my link monsters for once. KrimZen's finally using up-to-date mechanics when that happens. Yay! It only took, what, 30-something episodes when that finally happens? Hallelujah! Oh, we can be excited for that, that's for sure. What the hell is BES? Oh wait, isn't that, BES, isn't that the Space Arcade dude deck that he used? He was all into video games and all that and getting high scores. Isn't that BES or was that BEF I just saw? Or did I just have a dyslexic moment? There's Koala. And we'll just open up one more card and then that'll probably do it. Moja. That looks kind of cool at the same time, kind of freaky. It kind of looks like something that would be cute, but then they just stuck an emoji on its face. And that kind of ruined it. Heh. Alright, anyways, that's gonna be it for today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it, even with me derping as much as I did, but as I said, I am so mentally exhausted and burnt out, it is not funny at this point. As I said, I was genuinely looking forward to just this marathon being over just so I could relax and not think about Yu-Gi-Oh! For a couple of days. Oh, that's gonna feel so good. I get to go enjoy other games, yes! That's all that's been on my mind, actually, is just, I can't wait to sit down and play something that's not Yu-Gi-Oh! And I already have plans on what games those are going to be. And oh my god, I'm so looking forward to it! Yes! I feel I kind of deserve it at this point. But as I said, a huge thank you again for the huge support that people shown for this marathon. And just kind of dealing with my noobishness. As I said, I don't really care for playing tryhard. I mean, I do appreciate some of the hints and tips I've been getting. But as I said, some of you kind of push it a little too far, expecting me to play like a pro. Or make moves like a pro. That's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take an extremely long time for that to happen, considering, as I said, I haven't played properly for maybe 4 years or something like that, maybe even longer. I don't even know if you consider the last time I played on Dev Pro even playing properly. It was just doing stuff and then hoping it worked, which is kind of what I'm doing now. And as I said, I'm also playing just for funsies. I don't really care for PvP, I just want to have fun and muck around with some cool cards. And then just, at the end of the day, as I said, just have fun. So, I guess I just ended by saying thank you again. And I will see you guys on Saturday for the usual uploads for this series, and then tomorrow we also had the finale for Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons, which is the series that's been running on Wednesdays during this time as well. That's going to have its finale, and then on Sunday will be the return of Zuda, because Zuda got a new update which kind of brings some new stuff to it that you didn't see in the vanilla mode. So after my 2-day break of just turning off, I'm going to sit down and record that and have a blast of a time, because I've been itching for some Zuda. To not even record, I was just going to play casually, but after hearing there was an update for it, it's like, yes, I need to record that now. Yes. There was actually going to be something else that was going to replacing Zuda, but Zuda's coming back for Season 2 now. And then Wednesday, I'm kind of tossing up between 2 games. One game was going to be Quest 64, which I did start, but then I had some issues which stopped the series, but they've been fixed so I can go back to that. And there was one other game I'm looking at to record, but actually, funny enough, I was recording it. I recorded episode 1 10 times, and each of those recordings, something went wrong, or I wasn't happy with it. So I just scrapped it, and I never got around to recording it again, so I'm gonna... If I don't go through Quest 64, that'll probably be the game, unless, of course, I can't get episode 1 to just be at the quality I want it to, then I'll probably just end up going to Quest 64 instead. So that's kind of what this channel is looking at. Of course, you have Tuesdays and Thursdays, Tuesdays being the TCG openings for Pokemon, and Thursdays being my usual thingy-jig Thursdays, where I do a whole bunch of random unboxings. So yeah, that's going to be the channel schedule from now on. As I said, if I kind of get back into the mojo and flow for this game again, I could even potentially bulk this up to 2 uploads per week. I'm trying to get Monday's uploads back, which is going to be continuation of Pokemon Ranger and Detective Pikachu as well. Because for a while I couldn't get my 3DS to work, so that's now working, but I've got to kind of endure 3 hours recording for Detective Pikachu, and I can't do that at the moment with desync issues, and Pokemon Ranger, I need to do a whole bunch of layout stuff for that. But anyways, that's kind of like all the behind the scenes stuff anyways for normal schedule. I guess I should end the episode and then endure desync fixing now. So until next time, this is Lady KrimZen saying for one final time from the bottom of my heart, thank you for the support on this marathon. And the next marathon on the channel will obviously be Sword and Shield in November. So I don't have plans to do another marathon until then. So until next time, make sure to stay beautiful. And this is Lady KrimZen saying ciao for now, but not forever. Ciao!